Hello everyone, welcome. I'm sorry you have some shadow in the video here. My name is Tina and I am Leisure and Lace, the channel here on YouTube. I also have an Etsy, but I don't have that listed for a reason. I haven't listed any of my jewelry that I make, and nor have I listed any of these journals. The reason why, and the reason why I haven't been here for a while or really talked to anybody on YouTube, is just because I have so much going on, so much work, and work has been a little bit of a challenge lately, actually for the past 3 years. So, but anyway, life goes on, and here we go. I'm going to start getting into this standard size traveler's notebook. It is Autumn Splendor is what I'm calling it. I use some tracing paper, the idea from Tracie Fox. Tracie has a YouTube channel, Love Junk Journals. So Tracie Fox Love Junk Journals. Anyway, hi Tracie. Here we go. So I did a tracing paper over a paper, and this is what it looked like on the front as well, and then I went over it with some stamping, did a little collaging, and then I stitched around it. I have a cardstock paper on the inside that I stitched it to. This is a pocket that I picked up at Michael's. Yeah, Michael's. And then, sorry, I'm still trying to get used to this system of filming. So some fibers, pocket from Michael's, fiberish leaves that I got at Hobby Lobby, and then I'll go up here. Then I have a tag that I made, coffee stained paper and stamping. Put that back in. Book page, and here's another card, or a tag I should say. Wow, this video is going well so far. Some stamping, some Edith Holden pages. Sorry, I'm getting adjusted here. Edith Holden pages, and then I have, this is an envelope. This paper here, I have a mixture of papers. I have papers from, what do you call it? Some of the pages are from Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, and then I also use some Kaisercraft papers that I bought individually. And then I stamped here, made a little card. These are papers. Some of these papers in the book have been given to me, and I'll show you when I'm done with the video if I can get through this fast enough. Pretty sure that's Kaisercraft fall papers. Right here, this page, I have a belly band that I did with some more kind of textural ribbon, and then I added this rosette, some coffee stained paper that I just stamped and just tucked that in there. This is the other side of the envelope. Maybe I should go down here. So you could tuck something in there. I did some punching and had a difficult time. This book is actually going to be for a friend of mine for her birthday. So that's okay. She saw it. She was like, leave it. So I'll leave it. Did some more stamping, and then more stamping on this time card type of ephemera that I have. It was going to be thrown out, and a friend collected it for me, so yay! Handmade paper. This is an idea, kind of, Jibid had done some flower petals, etc., so I grabbed some leaves and dried them, and I put them on some coffee stained paper that has like a doily background. And then I put this tag made out of some vintage ledger kind of paper. And then this little vintage paper stamped with the owl, and this little tag I made with some scraps. So that was fun. It's a little bit traditional, but not traditional. The colors maybe are not so traditional because I've used purple. I happen to love like really dark, rich purples, but there's some lighter colored purples in here, but I think it went well with the golds in this book and some of the oranges. So I have used some of this type of, I don't know, I have a whole spool of it. I showed it in a different video. I don't even know what it's called, but it's like a binding or something. And I cut out these leaves from a punch that I have, and from some extra papers that I got from somebody, and then coffee dyed paper, and then stamped, added a lot of, this book is completely full of, I don't know, everything. So I kind of went crazy. I kind of have to tone that down a bit, I think. And here I have white pages, so I probably will add one more thing or do some stenciling. And sorry if you hear my voice kind of, I don't know, gravelly or whatever. It's because I've had a sinus infection for about 3 weeks. So there you go. There's that too. Here's some stenciling that I did. Just a tag and a little letter card that I had found. My friend loved this card, so I left it. And there's also a tuck spot up here. I've made like a little collage of leaves. And I've used some textural ribbon and some of this kind of ribbon that I found. Here's a little glassine bag. Made a tuck spot and made a little tag out of some scrap papers. And it's kind of glittery in a way. And mixture of coffee stain paper and not coffee stain paper, stamping more of those leaves that I got. And let's see, there we go. Made a little glassine bag tuck spot, some ribbon, some textural ribbon up here, and then there's some extra paper that somebody gave me, and I thought it went perfect with this book. And that was Edith Holden. Boy, I'm not talking right today, but I'm just going to leave it. Seam binding with this pretty trim on this paper that was from, like, I think the 80s, from a school. You know, like teachers would take attendance and that sort of thing, or grades, so kind of a grade book type of thing. Some stamping. I made this little page tuck spot area out of some, I think it's kind of like a craft paper, like a drawing paper in a way for kids. So I just used it, dyed it, and it has a kind of a different texture. But anyway, you can tuck there, tuck back here. I just cut out one of these, or kind of cut it a little bit, paint chip, and it says dark purple and autumn purple and passion plum. I thought that kind of went with the book, so I added that to it. And Edith Holden page that I added some, stitch in some lace, did some stitching over here. These were some, oh, you could see my goodies over here, pages from Target. They're like the weekly calendar type pages, so I just added that and put that in. And then recipe page, I did some stamping and then I left the back blank. And some packing type paper, more of that coffee dyed paper with some stamping, vintage paper with some stamping on it, blank page. There's plenty of room to write in here or add pictures, I believe. My friend, she loves it. She wants this book badly, so for her birthday, I will get these to her. I've added these little stamped vintage papers that I copy stained and added this little, some fibers and this wooden leaf that I got from Michael's. More stamping, the interior of the book. You can see it here if you've used some of these purple and orangish yellow colored papers that I got from somebody. They gave them to me. I'll show you when I'm done here. These are little mini coin envelopes that I just added some trim on, and then I put a little maple leaf there. Now you can put pieces in here and here, and then you have the tuck behind each one of these. So there's the center, and then moving on, mixture of Jibid and Stacy Fox ideas. I actually cut out using my cutter that I have. I cut out from some of that journal page, and I think I backed it with another type of printed paper and then the copy stained paper in the back so somebody can write on it. And I've left some strings. Can you see that? A vintage ticket with some stamping, some more fibers, a little rosette. So I thought that was pretty cute. Kind of resembled something like Jibid did in her videos. She used actual real petals of flowers, etc. So did some punching here, didn't turn out so well, which is a bummer. It looked pretty cute at first and then it went haywire, but it's okay. My friend wants this book, so I'm going to give it to her. Stamping, some book from the, I believe it was the Kaisercraft, and then this is just a guest check. I just added some punching at the bottom and some vintage, like a lace binding. Then I made this little tag, or, paper clip with the flower, and I purchased these pieces. I didn't make them myself. I've made them before, but this time I didn't. But the little rosette is on the other side. So it's kind of a double-sided kind of a piece. So you could see it from, see it from one side, and then let me get in frame here. Then you have the little rosette on the other side. This is an envelope that I just kind of switched it around. I've seen different people maybe have done this, and I flipped this piece around, and you have a tuck back here. You have a tuck. I should use something else. A tuck in here. So it'd be kind of cute to put something like maybe leaves or something in there, but you have a tuck back here as well. And then I can put this back. And I made one of these cards from Kaisercraft. No, maybe this one was, it is Kaisercraft, but I think it's from the autumn moon or fall moon paper. And I bought singles, so there you go. So this is one of my favorite insert, in the center of, close to the center, but Edith Holden page. I left the frame of the squirrel in there, and I did a little punching here, just kind of experimenting. I guess this goes over here. He actually used a little envelope, and I punched it out, and then I glued it down so you can have a tuck spot here, and I made this cute little tag. I used a punch of mine, so you also have a little tuck spot in here as well. So, and did some stamping. So I really like it. It turned out cute, and I put the little rosette there, and I did right up here. I did some little stitching, so it kind of bunched that up. And the other side, some more of those pages from that paper that I bought. And I'll show you that. And then here is the other side of that other piece. So you have a tuck spot right here, tuck spot here, hold that down, tuck spot here. Remember the other side, you also have a tuck spot back in here. So that was fun. And then here's some of that page, old like kind of ledger page from a school book. Some orange ribbon that I just cut. It's a little bright, but it's okay. I decided it was cheery and I'll use it. Some stamping. Another one of those tags. This is, I'll just pull it out. I had a button holder, button envelope from off of clothing. So I copied it and made my own in some paper, and I really like it, and I think I'm going to use it some more, and hopefully I'll be able to make another book and show you what I do with that. Then some more page, and here's another cute little page, I think. Some leaves, and up here, so you have a tuck spot down in here, but you can also like get some more items in there. It just kind of keeps it all kind of tucked in and cozy. And then some more of that textural ribbon, and then I just backed it with some coffee dyed papers. Here's the other glassine bag, so it fits right in there. You could tuck some more stuff in there. And then I had an episode here of bad stamping, so we had to cover it. But I think it looks cute. Adds to the book. Added this little card here. You could pull out and look at, maybe add paper to. Some little fibers. Another like ribbon and some vintage kind of lacy binding, and that's a tuck. And then this side, this was, you guys have probably seen this. This is like a table setting, just like a name card. But I thought I would use them in the books. I had these from last year when I did a class with some kids, and the little stem broke off, so I added some those fibers to match and some lace here. But you can use it to write in, and I just decided to stick it over this page. And some more stamping here, and lace on the other side of that, the purple polka dots. I did the punching to the Edith Holden page. I think I need to sharpen this punch. It's one of the problems. And a little bit of stamping, and then that's it. So there's that. Autumn Splendor, Traveler's Notebook. I think it's a pretty standard size. Maybe I'll measure it and add the measurements to my description. Let me show you a few things before, because I'm getting pretty long here. So this is the punch that I used, and I got that at Joann's. But I also like I totally came across a huge sale of all these like fibers and ribbons, and so I wanted to show you those really quick. It was like a great, outstanding sale. Okay, some of them, this might not have come, this came from maybe, I think, Michael's. But stuff like this, I got like these denim rosettes, and I love them, and I can't wait to make something with them. I mean, some great prices. Look at this. It's like a damask print, $1.20. That's incredible. More of the fibers, some more of that ribbon, more denim. I guess I'm going to be making something with denim. Some of this mustardy color, and some black and gray. So there's that. Let me scooch this stuff back real quick. I hope I'm quick and I don't run a video here. Thank you guys for showing up and taking a peek. I appreciate it. Here is, I love this paper pad. You've probably seen it. Paper Studio, Tattered and Worn. I love the colors and textures all throughout this. Oh, there's some of that. So some of that polka dot paper came from this. Maybe I'm confused. And then I use the botanical Natural Botanical Paper Studio collection. And then I hope to get another book, at least one made. But I got the, I'd gone to, oh, it's Amber Moon. God, I love that name too. Sorry. From Prima, this paper pad, which is lovely. But this is where I got the single little cards. You can buy them singly too, but they have like the gold or the coppery colors through it. So I got that. And then I have this Bow Bunny paper, which I'm liking because it's not so traditional to fall, and I'm really kind of liking it. And I really want to make a, did I tell you I really want to make a book? This color, I want to add this color into a book. Loving the that blue. So there you go, there's that. Quickly moving on to some of these other fibers. And this was what I was talking about. Somebody had a business and they went out of business and they donated a bunch of this. And I'm like, score! Love it. And this is a funny haha. Like, these are from like the 1980s. I bought these in the late 80s. And I used to do all kinds of stuff. But these cute little sewn dolls. And I use this. But look at the price. I'm like, oh my gosh. That is incredible. And I used lace off of these cards. I'm blown away by that. But anyway, moving on. Some more. Love this type of ribbon here. Lovely ribbons. They are not the like seam binding or the, what is it that everybody uses? I can't even think right now, you guys, so sorry, forgive me. But loving all these colors. Some of it's not traditional, like fall colors, but I'm still loving it. And I'll probably be making something. This was vintage, and I did use that in the book. And this was the trim around the outside. It has leaves on it. I don't know if you could see that, but. And then here are those vine leaf type of pieces. So, awesome. And back to the book. Autumn Splendor. Thank you for coming by and taking a look at my creation. It is jam-packed full. Totally. Can you see that? I had some fun, but I think my next book I'm going to have to tone it down. Thank you for coming by. I'll see you again. It's been fun. Thank you.